Welcome to the Wild Ohio Harvest Community video series created by the Division of Wildlife. I'm your host, Kayla Doup. Today, we talk with our staff for some safety tips to remember as you get started exploring Ohio's wildlife.
You never know what might happen. Anytime you go outdoors, be mindful of what nature may throw at you.
Here at the Ohio Department of Natural Resources, Division of Wildlife, our goal is to help you have fun while being safe in the outdoors.
Always be prepared for the weather conditions, check the forecast, pay attention to whether you need to layer clothing, bring sunscreen or rain gear, or if it's in the summer, you might need bug spray.
If it's gonna rain, if it's gonna get cold, be prepared for that. Otherwise, it could really ruin that outdoor experience. And then it's not a bad idea to have a first aid kit on hand in your vehicle, somewhere close by where you can get that if needed.
Fishing is a fun, family-friendly activity. Just keep these basic tips in mind.
Pretty good, Katie. There are sharp hooks involved when you're fishing, so one of the things to keep in mind is just when you're casting, especially for kids, we always tell them to maintain a safe distance from the person next to you, to always wear your life jacket. It's always best to have a life jacket because you just never know what can happen if you fall in the water.
Here are some of our firearm safety tips.
Always point your muzzle in a safe direction, treating every gun like it's loaded. We have firearms here that you can come to these classes. You can use our firearms and you can learn about gun safety, and then you can ask a lot of questions and see whether you are interested in gun ownership or not.
If you're out for a hike at any of our beautiful state parks or wildlife areas, make sure you know the area and bring a partner if possible.
You need to know where you're going and what your plan is going to be so you can tell others where you're going to be in case you don't return on time.
Be familiar with your area, and if you're not, go with someone that is.
You need to be aware of your surroundings and what's going on with all of the environment so that you have the most enjoyable, safe experience possible. If you don't have maps of your area, the thing to always remember is to use landmarks. It's somewhere that has well-established trails. Stay on those trails, don't go off trail, and then you should always be able to find your way back the way that you've come in.
Here are some safety tips for hunters.
First thing you want to do, probably before you even head out, is to inspect your equipment. Double check any of your safety gear, like your harnesses. Let someone know where you're going or an approximate location. Take a backpack, take a bottle of water.
The Division of Wildlife encourages you to safely explore all of the outdoor opportunities that Ohio has to offer.
There is just this whole giant world out there of experiences that they're not going to get to have in the outdoors unless they start to get into these sports and they can start seeing some of those things that you don't see unless you're out there.
Be sure to check out our beginner-friendly learning resources online at ohiodnr.gov/WOHC. Thank you for being a part of the Wild Ohio Harvest community. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.